Welcome everybody to my channel. Let's play a different type of game, more of a cheaper version, like an indie type game or side-scrolling. I'll play a little bit beginning. That Daymare 1998, I will not be playing all the way through. If I got enough donations, I might go back to it and beat that part I'm stuck on. I'm not gonna waste my time with it any longer. Even though I got very close to the end of the game. I turned the sound off for copyright issues. You can read this, fast forward, pause, and you can just listen to my voice as you read it. And yeah, lately I did play Bloodborne all the way through. I got to put that up. I'm working on a couple others, and a lot of people, I'm going to say it, most people don't really care either way, whether I play a game all the way through or not. In parts, I'm going to just take, for an instance, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond for the Nintendo Switch 1. Look at the views, look at all the likes, look at all the comments of those parts, of 65, I believe, parts. And I don't tell you why I don't play a game all the way through. Right there, I did all that work. I enjoyed it for the most part. I did all that work, but nobody cares either way. Or not nobody, most people don't. So they're not really concerned about gameplay of that. Maybe because they want to play it through themselves without any spoilers. I completely understand that. You buy a game for that price, yeah, you're going to want to play it through without spoilers. Of course, you can do looking up walkthroughs or little helpful hints on the internet as necessary. Sometimes I'll do that. I'm not really reading this. But let's see if we can go into options and turn that music off. If there is options, I've never played this. I just installed it. I'm looking to see what kind of choices there is on this. I think it's the option button. Settings. I think that's the music. Well, which one's the music? Is that the music? I think that's the music. Okay. Let's go back, make sure. I'm going to go ahead and turn the sound on. I think that is the music. All right. Let's go ahead and play this for a few minutes. I've never played it. Like I said, I just installed it. You're seeing it as I get into this game for the first time. And we'll see how awful I am. It sort of reminds me of a Terraria type of game. By the bottom of the screen, it says Alpha version 1.02. To the right, bottom right, it kind of reminds me of the Terraria or the old Nintendo 3DS game. They also made on the PlayStation 4 and all kinds of stuff. I have the original copy of the Terraria for the PlayStation. It came with some stickers and stuff, but let's go ahead and play it. You can see I'm kind of exhausted. I'm kind of going with the flow here. Make a little bit of content of this. And like I said, I'm working on a couple games. I'm not sure I want to play up like Daymare 1998. I don't think I'm gonna play it all the way through. If I got enough donations, I would, or any donations or enough donations, I might go back. I'll leave that game on just for a little while, just in case I get that. And he's stuck on those chains, I guess. Wow. I'm playing this on the PlayStation 4 Pro. And let's just kind of, like I said, just play a little bit of it. Okay, at top left, there's endurance meter. Blah. I don't like those. It's a game. Let's just play it. It says square to grab and to pull. Yeah. You can use the drift sticks or you can use the thumb pad or thumbstick, which is what you see there in the diagram above his head, which is like a cross. Has 4 buttons. Thumbstick, I guess they call it, or thumb pad. I call it the cross pad. Well, that's polite of you. Start out the game and you're going to be polite. That's nice. And like I said, you can read this and pause it, do whatever you want. No big deal to me. Yep, pardon me on the awful cell phone noises. Yeah, I'm kind of just doing my thing. Can't stand cell phones. All right. Yeah, and we'll just play a little more. Yeah, I could have paused it right there, but like I said, I'm exhausted. I just don't have the patience to push buttons and lots more buttons. Like I said, thank you so much for joining me and everything. If you made it this far, thank you for giving me a chance. I'm kind of wore out with YouTube. I do this every once in a while. I'll be honest. I'm always honest. I tell you, I'm a real person. Things aren't going so well for me here on YouTube. I just kind of go with the flow. This is kind of a hobby, but I know by the way things are going, I don't think I'm going to make much more progress on YouTube. Yeah, I might, I appreciate all the subscribers and I continue to hope that you will subscribe and push like. I don't get too many likes on my videos. I don't get too many comments. I even help people out get free PC and mobile games every week. I also helped out stopping the update for the View for that hacked app. I do what I can to help out of what I have to work with, and okay, he's just doing the same thing. It's just a bunch. Let's just keep going. There's just too many buttons here. It's just hold while jump. Hey, I can jump, double jump. That's kind of neat. Back in the day, I would have enjoyed this game quite a bit. Since I'm getting older, it's not exactly the same anymore on games, but it's what's this, R1 while swinging? Okay. Sorta. Yeah, kind of giving you an idea of what to expect, I suppose. Eh. Yeah, that's not gonna work. See, the thing about these games is when they add a bunch of buttons instead of keeping it simple, it starts to make the game more complicated than it has to be. Yeah, just because the joystick has a bunch of buttons doesn't mean you should use all the buttons. You want to keep it as simple as possible. And it is neat. I would have really enjoyed this back in the day. This was the file for this game, or the download for this game wasn't very big, so it wasn't. So it's kind of like, oh yeah, I could do a little bit of this content here. It's not that bad. It's not that big of a deal. Let's see if there's any maps. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be any maps. It's just a standard redo idea of, well, Castlevania type of game. And as you can tell, that's kind of what it is. It ain't too bad for what it is. Dodge. Look at all these buttons they're giving us to have to play. Well, like I said, this is the game. Let me know if you want me to... You want me to play another round of this? Yeah, that's better. Yeah, not really into this game all that much. Lately, I've been kind of exhausted with... If you notice, I haven't been putting much content up. I have a bunch of content that needs to be put up, but I just don't have the data right now to upload it, so... So what am I supposed to do? Let's see. I just wanted to do something. Simple game. It's not really that simple. But... And then you go across it. Push up, I guess, to save it. Okay. And back I am. Alright, thank you so much, and let me know if what you think of this game. Let me know what you think about my channel politely. And if you you like what I do, that I do help people out, I open your mind. Also, I do talk about serious topics, serious things like news or whatever. I also showed you that hack for the view, how to stop that update so you can continue to use your PlayStation 4 without having to reset everything over and over again. Because the view constantly re-updates, I show you how to turn that off. And if you want to donate to buy me a coffee, I'd appreciate that. Never had any donations yet. I had PayPal up before. Nobody donated down there either. I see a lot of channels that do less content as me and get donations. So, what does that tell you? I guess I just don't stand out enough. But thank you so much, and I really appreciate if you made it this far. If you made it this far, leave down in the comments, hey, I watched your video. I enjoy your content. Thank you so much. Say thank you, and friendly comments are best, of course. So, all right. Thank you so much for everybody. Everybody, thank you, thank you. All you dedicated subscribers that come back and help support my channel by watching some of my content, pushing like, commenting. I really appreciate it. And some of you are probably bots, so you probably don't care either way. And I'm really curious about why are there bots? Let me look it up. Let's see what the internet says about why are there bots? What's the point of it? Let me pause it and I'll get back to you and I'll read what it says. Let me read you what this search engine thing says about it real quick here. I asked what's the purpose of bots on social media platforms? Bots serve various functions on social media, ranging from beneficial to harmful. Here are the main purposes. Automated interaction. Customer service bots can handle customer inquiries, providing quick response support without human intervention. Content sharing. They automatically post updates, news, and promotional content, helping organizations maintain an active online presence. Engagement manipulation. Inflating popularity. Bots can artificially boost engagement metrics by generating fake likes, shares, or comments, creating a misleading perception of popularity. Astroturfing. They can flood social media with posts to create a false sense of consensus of specific issues influencing public. So in other words, you're talking to a robot to make it look like these bots that comment or push like, share, maybe even subscribe. I know I probably have a few subscribers that are bots. It's supposed to make you kind of fill in the void of emptiness, but it gets out of control, and then you don't even know you're talking to a program. It says misinformation and disinformation. Spreading false information. Some bots are designed to disseminate misleading content, which can destabilize societies, of influence elections, phishing attacks. Malicious bots may trick users into revealing personal information by posting as legitimate accounts. Data collection. Market research bots can gather data on user behavior and preferences, helping companies tailor their marketing strategy. Okay, so that's the point of the bots. And at times you don't even know. Like, I'll get comments, and sometimes they're just bots trying to fill in the void since I ain't popular. Maybe other people see my videos and they look down in the comments and say, oh, somebody commented, so I'll comment too, kind of encourage them. Maybe that's what they're designed for. I think you'd be better off not being deceiving. If you're getting a comment, it should be from a person. Yeah, says bots are integral to the functioning of social media, but their impact can vary significantly based on their design and intent. There you go, folks. There you go. That is the purpose of these awful bots. I think they're supposed to just fill in the void to make everyone think you're more popular than what you are. All right. Thank you so much for this, watching this far, and leave a like, subscribe if you haven't. If you made it this far, comment. If you made it this far, say that, hey, I watched your video, I like your content. Something positive would be nice. Don't lie to me though. If you're gonna say something negative, just don't say nothing at all. It's just better off. But thank you so much, and I think that'll be it for this game. I just wanted to put something simple up without having to play too much of a game. That way I can talk for a couple minutes as I go. And like I do, you can hear my voice that I'm kind of exhausted. So, all right, thank you so much. And I fight to do this content all the time. I do my best to keep going. Sometimes it's discouraging, but hey, I don't give up. I got more videos on a lot of channels, but I'm not very popular. But you can tell by all my videos, I made an amazing effort to keep, pumping out content. So, All right, you take care. Moving on to the next video. Stay warm, stay safe, and never give up on people's channels. Later.